Hello, everyone. My name is John from Community Life Church in Catskill, New York, and this is Meals Ready to Eat from the Bible. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified. Facebook, follow us, like us, and everybody, please leave a comment. Thanks. Hello, and welcome back. Today's episode is Destiny is History. We all have a destiny, and we can learn about our destiny by reading the history that's recorded in the Bible. So let's get today's opening scripture, at least, up on the screen here. And we see that this is from Ephesians chapter 1, verses 4 and through 5. All right, let's read that. Just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we would be holy and blameless before him in love. He predestined us. He chose us. He chose you. He predestined us. He predestined you to adoption as sons through Jesus Christ to himself, according to the kind intention of his will. All right, let's take a look at some scriptures just to lay out this history and what this destiny is, or start to lay it out. It's a very big topic, and there's a lot of stuff in it, so we're going to see all sorts of interesting things here. Now, in Genesis chapter 27, verse 1, we pick up with Isaac at the end of his life. Isaac and his wife had twin sons, Jacob and Esau. They struggled together. They fought in the womb when they were born, and we see here in chapter 27 that Isaac is old. His eyes were dim, and so that he could not see. So he called Esau, his older son, and said to him, "My son." And he answered him, said, "Here I am." So at the end of his life, he wanted to have one last meal, that Esau would go out and hunt, get some game, prepare him a nice meal, and that he would enjoy this meal. And then Esau is gone. Jacob sneaks in, disguises himself as Esau. Remember, his father couldn't see. Prepares him a phony meal, a fake meal, and steals, as it were. If you read the history, then that word history, Esau had already surrendered his birthright, but he takes the blessing that the father had intended for Esau. And this is part of the struggle, part of the fight. But at the end of this chapter is a very curious verse, which sheds a new light on this passage. Then Rebekah, that's the mother of the boy, said to Isaac, "I loathe my life because of the Hittite woman. If Jacob marries one of the Hittite women like these, one of the women of the land, what good will my life be to me?" She said this, and Jacob agreed with her because Esau, the older son, had married the women of the land against his parents' wishes, as you can see from this verse. So after this struggle, Esau wanted to kill Jacob, and his parents said, "You got to go back to where your mother came from, back to her land, and pick a wife from there." And this is what it says in Genesis 28:6. Now Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Padam Aram to take a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he directed him and said, "You must not take a wife from the Canaanite woman, from the Hittites." And that Jacob obeyed, a very important phrase. Jacob obeyed his father and his mother and had gone to Padam Aram. Now Esau saw this, so when Esau saw that the Canaanite woman did not please Isaac, his father, or his mother, Esau went to Ishmael, and that's his uncle, and took as his wife, besides the wives he had, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth. Don't worry about the pronunciation. I can never get them right. And Jacob left Beersheba and went towards Haran. We can see the difference here. Jacob had already obeyed his parents and done as his parents had asked, whereas Esau was doing his own thing and doing as he pleased. So let's break this down and see just what God is saying to us today. There's always a good lesson to learn in the Bible from this, and this is particularly important because we see some of the history that's laid out in the Bible, and this history is instructive for us. So to begin with, we go back to Ephesians. This is chapter 1, verse 11. In him also we have obtained, you've obtained, I've obtained an inheritance, who works all things after the counsel of his will, not my will, having predestined according to his purpose. We have been predestined according to his purpose. He has created a destiny for you and for me, and he chose you. That's a very important point we have to remember. He chose you, he chose you, me, he chose us. And a lot of destiny, a lot of what we can learn about destiny is history, and it's recorded in the Bible. As we just saw in Genesis, the struggle between Jacob and Esau, among others, many others in the Bible. And so it's the fight between Jacob, who was renamed Israel by God, and Esau. Now Esau's descendants no longer exist. They were called the Edomites. They don't exist anymore. But the descendants of Israel, of Jacob, still do. The nation of Israel is around at this time. Jacob followed God, but not perfectly. Nobody follows God perfectly. That's not the point. The point is we have to follow God. Esau followed people. He was a man of this world. He did as he pleased, and he wanted to please people. And this is a choice you have to make, I have to make, we all have to make. We get to choose to walk our destiny or not to walk it. So what do I do about it? I live by faith and I obey God. We have to obey God. We have to understand if I want to walk in my destiny and get to my destiny and have that impact, I have to have faith, live by faith, and obey God. Do I have a part to play in it? Yes, absolutely. I have to make the choice. How do I know what my destiny is? What should I do about it? Well, we can learn about the destiny that God has for us by reading the Bible, by going to church, by studying the Bible, by listening to people who have walked their destiny out. We have to learn it, and the best part where it all starts is in the history that's recorded in the Bible. So what is my part in it? Well, my life, your life, our entire life is one of destiny that is preordained by God. God creates our destiny and gives it to us, and he tells us, and we have to know that our destiny, when I live it, has an eternal impact on everything around me, not only me, but everything around me and everyone around me. And we choose whether or not to walk in it or to refuse it. We get to decide what to do. We can change. We can walk in it. We can choose it. We can do as we please. This choice is important. We have to make a choice. We have to decide what to do. So our life of following God, our life following God is one of destiny. When we follow God, we walk in our destiny, we live in our destiny, and we have the impact of a God-given destiny and eternal impact on those around us. And that is good news. All right, thanks for watching. You can find us on the web at clchurch.cc. That's clchurch.cc. We meet 10:30 Sunday mornings in 20 West Main Street, Catskill, New York. Hope to see you there, and thanks once again.